What do I spy with my little eye? This gun in my hand.
Thursday, 11:07 a.m. in a warehouse on the west-southwest side of Parabellum City. Falk Zildjian, inextinguishable hero by virtue of the fact that he carries a gun, stands back-to-back with a man in a red cape, green flight suit, aviator cap, and goggles, the nationally recognized costume of
Spy Smasher.
A dozen men in dark suits with red neckties surround them. One of them knocks Spy Smasher on his back. As the adversary approaches him, Spy Smasher puts his leg into the man's chest and flips him over his head. Zildjian's fist connects with another, dropping him to the ground. Spy Smasher grabs a dangling light and swings across the room to kick two men at once. One of the goons races up the stairs, but Spy Smasher tackles him halfway and punches him over the handrail. The man crashes onto a desk below. Spy Smasher leaps over the side of the staircase and brings down three more men. Wait, one of them might have been a woman. Is that... I don't mean to... Well, he brought down three more people. One of the goons breaks a wooden chair against Falk Zildjian's shoulder. Falk butts his head into the other person's midriff, plowing them into a cabinet full of radio equipment.
Nice work, Spy Smasher. The world can rest easy now that you've taken out the ringleader of the Hungarian spy network.
Cutlery wasn't the ringleader. He was only second in command. I believe the ringleader is hiding nearby in an abandoned grade school, possibly in the boiler room.
They should install a revolving door on that place.
What?
Never mind. Let's go.
Falk Zildjian and the Spy Smasher race across town in the gyro sub, which is a long story, but it functions as an airplane, automobile, or a submarine. Pulling into the weedy parking lot behind the abandoned grade school, Spy Smasher leads the way through the window into the basement boiler room.
Spy Smasher!
We've wiped out every last member of your Hungarian spy network, Gumbats. When you're gone, there'll be nothing left.
I wouldn't say we wiped them out. We just put them out of commission until the cops can round them up. So you've brought Falk Zildjian to help with your killing, eh, Spy Smasher? No, like I said, you've said enough. Everyone knows the way to defeat Falk Zildjian, and that's to have your weapon in hand before he does, as I do now. And also to not say anything he could use as a prompt for his magical quick-draw catchphrase. Up against the wall, both of you.
Zildjian is a competent crime fighter, but I don't need him to do my job, Gumbats.
Competent? You think you could have handled all 12 of those guys by yourself? I took out half of them while you were leaping over desks and swinging from light fixtures.
You wouldn't have even known about those spies if you hadn't heard the gunshots after I found them. I'm thankful you came along, but I have the tools necessary to eradicate spies. What have you got?
No, don't give him this gun in my hand. Ah, I can't believe how much this hurts. In the movies, they make it seem like you can just shake it off. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate that you shot the pistol out of my hand instead of aiming for my kidney or my mustache.
Let's see if your pistol was damaged beyond repair when it took that bullet, Gumbats. No, it seems to be in working order.
My kidney! Hey, what did you do that for?
I'm taking out the ringleader. A minute ago you were congratulating me when you thought I'd already done it.
Yeah, but he was under control now. You could have put him in prison and given him a fair trial. There's no need for an extrajudicial killing. Besides, we didn't kill those other mugs, we just knocked them out.
Yeah, about that. You might have knocked yours out, but mine won't get up again. What did you think I was doing? They don't call me spy arrester or spy detainer.
This gun in my hand is brought to you by me, Bill Narrator Sr. If you noticed I had a lot more lines of narration in this episode, that's because I paid for the extra radio time. And it wasn't cheap, let me tell you. If you'd like to control Falk Zildjian's puppet strings and make him dance like a fool, you can sponsor an episode for yourself. Contact the Gary McIntyre Agency for prices and full details. Telephone Tyler 87000.
So I'm your puppet now.
I'm just doing my job, Falk, reading the copy Gary puts in front of me.
You can't have it both ways. Are you doing this as a promotion for Gary, or did you pay for it?
Shut up and dance, little monkey.
Why, you...
Falk landed a left, but I pushed him back over the microphone stand. Then a right, and another left. Anyway, call Tyler 87000 today. We now return to Act 1, Scene 2 of They Don't Call Me Spy Detainer, Episode 64 of This Gun in My Hand. When we left our heroes, they were debating whether Spy Smasher should have arrested the enemy spy instead of shooting him. Suddenly...
Congratulations, men! Who are you?
Thanks, Commodore Bismuth.
Those boys never should have tangled with Spy Smasher! Your country is grateful for your work. You too, Zildjian. The Hungarian spy network sabotaged our weapons shipment once, but they won't get away with it a second time.
I'm not interested in what they were planning or what country they represented, Commodore. It's enough to know they were spies who needed smashing.
I know that's not true, Spy Smasher. Without your efforts, the United States of America might not win this coming war. The whole thing might be decided more by something like the Russians pressing on the Eastern Front.
Didn't Stalin just sign a non-aggression pact with the Nazis?
It won't last. And here comes Agent Chuck Emerson from Naval Intelligence. He found the clues we provided to Spy Smasher so he could flush out that nest of enemy saboteurs. Emerson is one of the finest spies working for the US of A.
In that case... my mustache!
Good Lord, Spy Smasher! What did you do that for?
You people are so dense. How much clearer can I make it? They call me Spy Smasher. I embrace the nickname Spy Smasher. I'm widely known for smashing spies. You bring a spy to me, what do you expect me to do?
I figured you were exaggerating your name like other guys in our line of work. The Black Terror, the Destroyer, they don't actually...
The Destroyer from comic books or from the novels?
I don't know, the one that doesn't just murder people. The point is they choose scary names, but they try to capture enemies alive if they can.
Well, I could tell you some stories about the Black Terror.
But Emerson's an American spy. Why would you kill him?
Haven't you followed my career? I've been smashing spies from every country. Germans, Italians, Spaniards, Japanese, Russians.
Sure, but those were all enemy spies.
Portuguese, Swiss, Dutch, French.
Wait, the Dutch and French ones you killed were Nazi collaborators.
I didn't know that at the time and I didn't care. Nor was I. Argentinians, Canadians, Luxembourgers. I've taken out plenty of British and Polish and American spies before. Their teams just assumed it was the work of their enemies.
But why did you turn traitor?
To be a traitor, you'd have to pledge your loyalty to one nation or another. I never have. I smash all spies. Again, it's right there in my name. I'm Spy Smasher, not American Spy Smasher or Italian Spy Smasher. How would you even express that? Would American Spy Smasher mean a smasher of American spies or a smasher of spies on behalf of Americans?
Why, you sound like an anarchist.
Finally, you're starting to understand. Ideally, I'd be Nation Smasher, but it doesn't roll off the tongue as well as Spy Smasher. My brother says nations never exist to help people. They're just a small group of people who seek power and try to hold on to it once they get there. The only way regular people can be free is to eliminate hierarchies, including nation states.
I can see where it would seem like stopping spies helps average people, but underlying all this is state secrets. Spying is all about stealing other countries' secrets. By stopping spies, you're actually helping every country keep secrets from each other and from their own citizens. Now, Falk, if you really wanted to stop authoritarians, you should spy against all of them. Find their secrets and go public with it. Small countries would see how big countries are exploiting them. Citizens would see how their self-serving politicians or military leaders are making the world more dangerous.
I never thought of that.
Falk, this bit you're doing is amusing, but you're getting him wound up.
You've given me a lot to think about. I'm not sure if I've been doing the right thing.
Maybe take some time to reconsider.
I'm going to talk to my brother. He usually sets me straight. He has a good head on his shoulders.
You do that, son.
Now I'm not sure what to do, Commodore. I was going to put cuffs on Spy Smasher and say, you're coming with me, but is he a good guy or a bad guy? Should he be in prison?
No, Falk. He could be very useful. A guy who's this experienced at killing and this easy to manipulate, he can be a great asset for our side.
You're serious?
Absolutely.
Commodore, you're coming with me.
What do you think you're doing? Get these handcuffs off me! Who do you think you are?
Come on.
What prison do you think you can put me in? The full force of the federal government is behind me.
I'll think of something. They Don't Call Me Spy Detainer. Episode 64 of This Gun in My Hand was covertly surveilled by Rob Northrop. This episode and all others are available on YouTube with automatically generated closed captions of dialogue. Visit thisguninmyhand.blogspot.com for credits, show notes, information on how to subscribe, and to buy my books, such as Little Heist in the Big Woods and other revisionist atrocities. How can you tell where my loyalties lie? This gun in my hand.